Okay, so let's take a look at sawing and cutting foam. Probably the quickest thing you're going to want to do is saw foam to get a rough shape, and then perhaps cut with scalpels. And I'm just going to give a few tips in that I use a zoner saw, which is a very fine kerf, meaning the sort of teeth and how much it cuts away. And also it's quite flexible because I've modified this so that it hasn't got the hilt there. So what this means is I can cut through things very quickly, and also it's quite clean as well. So let's say you didn't have one of these, then it's not a problem, because if you've got an old large hacksaw or a junior hacksaw blade, you can basically put little handles on them, and you'll find that even if it takes a little bit longer, has pretty much the same effect. Now, one thing to remember is that the brilliant thing about all of these saws is that they all bend. So it means if you wanted to, you can begin sawing and then twist it, and you can get some more unusual shapes. And of course that's accentuated more with a small saw, and you can keep on working like that. So that's really good, and you get good maneuverability. So let's say you wanted to cut something using a scalpel. You can of course use a straight edge scalpel like this, which I think probably because of practice I can do reasonably well, but I'd imagine that if you do it badly you can begin to tear the foam like this, and so generally it does make things a little bit more difficult for you. So I'd say if possible try and use a curved blade. So this is a number 10, I believe, for Swan & Morton, and so you'll find that it gives a noticeable difference. And again, it probably takes a little bit of practice, in that if you've been used to working with a straight blade, this will feel a little unfamiliar, but with practice the result is much better, and so you can really begin working in sort of small, delicate things. And of course, by always working as gently as you can, try not, if you are going to cut towards yourself like I am now, it's generally a good idea to move the piece as well, so that you're getting a combination of these two things. And you can do sort of more intricate things like this. But again, take great care when working with things like this, when you are cutting towards yourself. Try and do it very delicately and not apply too much force. Okay, so I hope that's useful, and next we can always look at filing.